4, 3, 2. This is Kiss.
It's DJ Swerve on Kiss, a very special guest right now. He goes by the name of 50 Cent and he's in the building.
Yeah, what's up? I'm back in the town, baby. I'm happy to be here too, man. It's going down.
Last time you were over, we only had like 5 minutes with you.
Real fast. but now we got some more time. We're going to work it out.
And we can really chop it up with you. Obviously, You're over here right now. Before I Self-Destruct is the new album, which is in stores.
Right.
Want to talk about that. But I just thought, you know what? I want to do something different because we've had conversations quite a few times.
Yeah.
We've never really kind of chopped it up from the beginning to where we are now.
Right.
Set the scene within the club.
Yeah.
Just like instant classic.
Yeah, that record is unbelievable. It was like the celebration of life. Every day was relevant all over again because every day was someone's birthday.
I need to ask you about that hook. That line, go shorty, it's your birthday. When did that come actually in the process of the track?
Well, that actually came like in the very beginning. I didn't even put it as the chorus. I put it as the intro statement. And I usually write more than one chorus area on my actual records, and it's out of habit from working with Jam Master Jay. He kind of gave me those habits early on in my career. Like when I was developing my song structure, the only thing I couldn't do really good in the beginning was write the chorus.
Yeah.
So he forced me to write it 3 or 4 times before I can even start the record. And that gave me habits of putting more than one melody or more than one melodic style of me saying something on the record.
I remember reading that about you because, like, I think Snoop, it was the same thing.
Right.
You were like a young, hungry MC who just had bars and bars and bars, and you just wanted to spit.
Right, and he was like, yo, you gotta, where's the chorus? Like where's the song? Like, and sometimes I would do it unevenly. It wouldn't always be 16 bars, sometimes 12, sometimes it was 24, sometimes 18, you know. So he kind of had me counting bars and creating the song structure.
And now, would you say that sometimes like the hook is almost the key to a lot of 50 Cent records?
Yeah, well, the key to all records. I believe that's the repetitive portion of the song that people remember.
Yeah.
You know, and that sticks in their head the most is the chorus. The lines, when you actually say really good things in the record,
yeah,
people really enjoy the record after you've accomplished having the right melodies on it.
Yeah.
You know, and I've watched my music break language barriers, and they follow the melody at that point because they don't understand exactly what you're saying. You know, so for me, even if you look at what I've done on the mixtape circuit, at the point that I started really focusing on the mixtape circuit and making full mixtapes with just my material was after I lost the opportunity to be marketed and promoted by a major record company.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to fall back into that space or the group of rappers that can rap, talented rappers that aren't good songwriters.
Yeah.
So every time I put out a freestyle, I wrote it with a chorus. There's always been freestyling a part of hip-hop culture, but it was you rapping for 16 or 32 bars to display your lyrical ability. It wasn't you writing an actual song format. So a lot of the artists that are out there now that have a mixtape and they're handing it out, some of them are disgruntled artists. Like they would have something negative to say about 50 Cent and don't even understand that they're being influenced by what I've done.
Exactly, because you revolutionized the mixtape game.
Right. At that point, that's where it comes from.
It's DJ Swerve on Kiss. Welcome back. I told you I was going to take it back. Now, 50, I've got a story behind this. We just heard How to Rob.
Oh, How to Rob.
Yeah. So for me, put this in perspective, this was like 99, I think. It was around there. It was my first trip to New York, and this was before MP3s, before CDs. I was messing just with vinyl then. I had to hunt that down, and I think I got that from like Rock and Soul in New York. The record, obviously you going at a whole bunch of well-known figures at the time. What was the motivation behind that?
Well, Biggie had previously written a song called Dreams, the Sex and the R&B chick.
Yeah.
And, you know, since the Biggie and Tupac feud, you know, theirs turned into something negative. It ended up in the street. And, you know, since that, the artists were in a space where they were still competing. They were still talking about each other, but everything was subliminal.
Right.
You know, and I was in a space, that was in 99, that was, How to Rob was desperation. You know, I was on a record company, Columbia Records, where they absolutely did not understand me as an artist. And I'm approaching a release date, and nobody knows me at that point, you know? So I offered something that would make everyone pay attention to me at that point, and it connected. You don't get a second chance at the first impression, and when people remember, that's 99. Like I started writing music full time in 97. I recorded 2 albums. I recorded with Jam Master Jay on JMJ Records, an album, and then I left to record an album with the Trackmasters, Columbia. And I recorded with them in 98, and it took a full year before they were ready to try and release anything on the project after I recorded my records in 18 days. So I met them, recorded for 18 days. I recorded 36 songs in 18 days, and the year later they were ready to put it out.
That must just be mad frustrating.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is going on?
Did anyone come at you and have an issue with you regarding How to Rob? Because
no one physically came to me.
Yeah.
But they expressed their discomfort in what I was saying at that point, because there was a lot of egos riding.
Well, you obviously got the notice, you got the attention of Jay-Z, which for you must have been like, at the time, for a really kind of established artist to be referring to you. That's exactly what you wanted to do.
Right. It was recognition from a lot of different points, a lot of different people. Pun was upset a little bit. Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
They all expressed their little energy on records in different places, but that's just the way the culture is. Like, you gotta kind of fight for your position to stay in place. Like, hip-hop is more competitive and more vocal than the other art forms.
Yeah.
Because it's a youthful driven art form, it's always out with the old and with the new, so you gotta fight for your spot. You gotta fight to stay in position. So a lot of times R&B artists are in the same competition. They're just not vocal.
Yeah.
If the artist is trying to create the best possible presentation and wants to be the #1 artist on the next project, he absolutely has to watch what's there before he comes out and say, I'm gonna top that.
Yeah. Let's get into another track. I want to pick this one. Okay. I want to go back to the Get Rich or Die Trying. It's just getting to Many Men because it's kind of appropriate right now.
Oh yeah, so this is right here. It's a war chant right here. Many Men, Get Rich or Die Trying. Let's get to this.
So that was Many Men. Still one of those classic 50 tracks for me.
It is, man. And that song, every time I perform it, it feels different. Like the audience, they understand like that concept where I was at that point when I wrote the record. I almost didn't put that on the album.
Oh man.
Tony Yayo is why Many Men ended up on the actual album, because it was slower. See, if you listen to my records, they usually have that tempo.
Yeah.
They make you kind of like bob, like it's cardio music in there. Like the footballers are training to it. The aggression in it adds that additional effort, that additional energy to them while they're actually using it. And Tony was like, yo, Many Men was slower, and they had the keys in it, and he was like, yo, this is crazy right here.
Yeah.
He's like, you stupid, I don't know why you so stupid. Tony, he talks to me crazy. He's like, you stupid, I don't know why you so stupid.
So only a few people I can imagine can get away with
like,
some of that.
He goes, you're not going to put this on the album? You stupid.